The morning of June 12th dawned bright and clear in the quaint town of Willow Creek. The air was filled with the scent of blooming lilacs, and the sun painted golden streaks across the sky. It was the perfect day for a wedding, or so it seemed. Evelyn Grace, a woman with chestnut hair cascading in soft waves and eyes the color of the deepest sapphire, stood before her mirror. Her heart raced with excitement and a hint of nervousness. She was about to marry the love of her life, Thomas Whitaker, a charming man with an old-world charm that could melt any heart. His emerald green eyes and easy smile had swept Evelyn off her feet 2 years ago. The ceremony was set in the historic Willow Creek Chapel, its white walls adorned with ivy and roses. Friends and family gathered, their faces glowing with joy. As Evelyn walked down the aisle, her heart swelled with love. Thomas waited at the altar, his smile radiant, but something flickered in his eyes, an emotion Evelyn couldn't quite place. The vows were exchanged, tears shed, and applause echoed through the chapel. But as the newlyweds celebrated at the grand reception in the Whitaker estate's sprawling gardens, a shadow loomed over the festivities. Enter Margaret Hayes, a woman from Thomas's past. She was striking, with sharp features and an undeniable presence. Her arrival turned heads, but it was the look she shared with Thomas that sent a chill down Evelyn's spine. The connection was undeniable, and Evelyn's heart began to unravel. Margaret approached with a glass of champagne, her smile enigmatic. "Congratulations, Evelyn. Thomas is quite the catch," she said, her tone laced with something unspoken. Evelyn forced a smile, her mind racing. Who was this woman, and why did Thomas look like he had seen a ghost? As the night wore on, Evelyn couldn't shake the feeling of unease. She found Thomas alone near the rose garden, his face pale and troubled. "Thomas, who is Margaret?" she asked softly. Thomas hesitated, his eyes darting away. She was a part of my life before you. It's nothing, really." But Evelyn knew better. Days passed, and the newlyweds returned to their routine, but the seed of doubt had been planted. Evelyn began to uncover fragments of Thomas's past, hidden messages, late-night calls, and secret meetings. The truth unfolded like a dark tapestry. Thomas had been engaged to Margaret, a relationship that ended abruptly under mysterious circumstances. The shocking secret? Their engagement never truly ended. Margaret had been more than a fleeting romance. She was the woman Thomas could never forget. His heart was divided, and Evelyn was caught in the crossfire of a love triangle steeped in betrayal. Evelyn's world crumbled as she confronted Thomas. His confession was a dagger to her heart. "I thought I could move on, Evelyn. I thought I could love you fully, but Margaret, she's a part of me I can't erase." Devastated, Evelyn faced a choice: cling to the fragments of a broken marriage or find the strength to walk away. With tears and a heavy heart, she chose herself. Evelyn left Willow Creek, her heart scarred but her spirit unbroken. She rebuilt her life, discovering strength in her pain and wisdom in her heartbreak. Her story became a testament to resilience, a tale of love lost and self-rediscovered. Years later, Evelyn returned to Willow Creek, not as a heartbroken bride, but as a woman who had found her true self. She stood before the old chapel, smiled softly, and whispered to the wind, "A wedding to forget, but a life to remember." Her story was not about the betrayal she endured, but the courage she found to rise above it.